Geeks with beards, geeks with beards. Look who's here, geeks with beards. No need to fear, we're right here. We got beards, so listen clear. Geeks with beards, geeks with beards.
Hey everybody, this is Dan from the Geeks with Beards podcast, and this is a little segment that I want to try called Dan's Comic Corner, where basically I talk about current comic books that I'm collecting personally. And today I want to talk about the Phantom comic by Mad Cave. Now this is issue 1. I know at least 2 issues, maybe 3's already came out by now, but it's a new idea I had, so I'm a little behind. But I want to talk about the first issue, and you can see it's got a great cover. Love the cover. Sorry for the glare, guys. But just a great cover. And of course, like all newer comics, there's like multiple covers you can get. As you can see, it's written by Ray Fawkes. Artwork by Russell Olson. And this was a cover I really liked. It kind of reminded me of the 80s Defenders of the Earth cartoon, kind of. So yeah, I really like this cover. We'll take a little glimpse on the inside here. Of course, there's your credits page. Let you know who's writing it and letters and everything. And boom, like right off the bat, we've got like a big plane crash in the jungle. You got the Phantom taking on this dude with a big ass machete. Boom, he takes him out. Boom, somebody shoots at him. Of course, there's the gasoline coming out of the fuselage there. Of course, it's the pilot, and the Phantom's like, oh, whoa, hey, be careful. And he gets scared. Boom, shoots him. And of course, then we see the next scene. Diana, she's doctoring up Kit. So this is Kit Walker. Doesn't really give that I remember the time frame, like what year this was in. So I'm not for sure if it's a period piece, like in the 40s. I'm assuming it probably is. So yeah, I love the artwork in this. Basically, in the first 2 issues that I have of this, you find out that plane belonged to the Sang Brotherhood. And if you've ever watched the Billy Zane movie, or I'm not too familiar with the Phantom as far as in the comic strips, so the Sang Brotherhood probably is something that's always been in the books, in the comic strips probably. But they're this big criminal organization. And you find out that plane belongs to them. And it's got some of their drugs on it, like a lot of drugs on it. And they want it back. And they basically show up in the jungle in these first 2 issues to a local village, in the Bengal village. Phantom's friends with them, protects them. And basically the Sang Brotherhood takes the village hostage and kind of talks to the village elder's son, because the village elder is sick, and tries to make a deal. He's like, hey, if you get me my product, you guys will be safe. Of course, he knows it's not true. He knows the Sang Brotherhood is either going to enslave them or probably kill them once they get their product. So pretty much in the first 2 issues, you see the Phantom trying to figure a way to defeat the Sang Brotherhood. One on at least probably 30 people that's there, and also protect the village and save the people and not let the people get killed. So far, the first 2 issues are really good. I really enjoy them. I really recommend this comic if you are a fan of the movie, or if you're like me, you grew up and you're a fan of the Defenders of the Earth cartoon from the 80s, or if you're an old-time fan of the comic strips. Definitely check out this new comic book, The Phantom by Mad Cave. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think that'll cover it for his first little episode of Dan's Comic Corner. And until next time, good reading, guys.
Geeks with beards, geeks with beards. Look who's here, geeks with beards. No need to fear, we're right here. We got beards, so listen clear. Geeks with beards, geeks with beards.